Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series. Should I start that again? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I did this already. Look at the geesingtons are chasing the wild geese. This is what happens now. They all come up to get a bite, but I'm going to say Preston, approaching General Butler. They're the white ones. And Jean and Joan are in there somewhere. I think they're pilgrim geese. These guys are wild. Canadian geese, I guess. I'm not sure. It's about 8:30 on Monday. Pausing. Crazy day at work again today. I mean, unreal. The whole restaurant filled up. I had all but one table, one two-top was filled. It was just nutty. Next Monday, Amy, my old Amy, the owner of Now and Again Gift Shop and Boutique located for your convenience on Water Street, Coney Lake, is going to come in about 10 o'clock and we'll work together. Anyhow, there's Stanley. He's kind of filthy. The blacksmith's coming tomorrow, so I've been adjusting this purple halter. God love him. He's been very patient. I have put it on him and taken it off of him and adjusted it while it's on him and done this and that and the other at least 7 times. So he's been pretty nice about it, but I didn't really brush him. They like the dust. It keeps them cool and whatever. Stanley, I'm going behind you, hon. A minute ago, I was carrying the manure. You know, because they tinkle in here sometimes, as Mother would say. And the bucket, the purple bucket, I was bringing it back in, and I kind of ran into the water trough, which is beautiful and clean and sparkly. I cleaned it a few days ago. And it kind of scared Stanley. He just jumped ahead a little. He didn't try to kick or do anything. Lately, he's been a little bit of a pitta, but not too bad. And there's Haw. Here's he. I hope you'll be able to see it, because I don't think I have my light on. There's little he, the star student, the great pupil. Look at his figure, how nice it is. Not too heavy. He's just looking really good. And Haw is growing. So what else can I tell you? You know, since I've become an older Waitron unit, sometimes I give people lectures at my table, and they still tip well. Like, for example, today. Hang on, I'm going to sit down. This is the chair that used to belong at Now and Again Gift Shop and Boutique. And now it's here. Here's some manure. Those geese, it's crazy. Okay, here's what I've noticed about people, and I've mentioned it before. I know, oh wow, they're like really running after each other and stuff. People do not generally look outside of their tunnel vision range. Like they come in, this isn't just in restaurants probably, it's probably in everyday life. You know, they don't see that everybody in the world is coming into the restaurant at the same time and landing. And I'm a waitress, and then we have a dishwasher and Tony the cook, and that's it. So he was, oh my God, Austin was helping Tony, and then he'd come out and help me with drinks and stuff like that too. So, you know, after a while, it was just like, hey, I'm one person. I can't do everything, and neither can anyone else, and people will just have to get over it. Okay, so anyhow, a guy came in probably about, I've noticed these kids about 25, this happens a lot, around that age. They just aren't looking around. And so whenever people come in, like say that table 4 comes in, and then table 2, and then table 10, I get them in order. You know, I would do, what did I just say, 4, 2, and 10 or something like that. I don't remember what I just said, but I can remember the order. That's just how it goes. That's what you're supposed to do in terms of the short order diner type thing. So a gentleman, and I use the word loosely. Oh, look, Stanley, something. I don't know what it is, but he was alerted to something up there. See, look at that mule. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful? Okay. So he landed at the counter, and I, you know, got some water, and he acted like he was ready to order right then. Like, and I'm like, I'll be back in just a minute. I usually just say I'll be back in a couple days, because that's usually, you know, how it can really go. But I do fly around. I'm very fast. I mean, those of you who've been with me for a while, you know that I'm hyper, and so I jump around and zoom and sweat and go nuts. So at any rate, good Lord, I was just ready to get his order, like in just a minute, after I took a couple of other tables that came in and all this. And he's like getting antsy and looking at me. He's like fixing to say, hello. He was saying, excuse me. And I said, listen, I am waitressing by myself and I'm getting people in order. And, you know, you're going to be next. Just let me run these drinks out or whatever. I can't remember the total details. I mean, my goodness. Something along those lines. And then he's like, oh, yeah, I know it does. Of course, you can take care of me whenever. I'm not, you know, trying to be nice. And then he complained about his food and this, that, and the other. And just, then he wanted his bill immediately. It was crazy, but he still left me $5 and his bill was only $7. So whatever. It pays just to, you know, give people lectures, I think. Well, come on. Some people need a gentle lecture. I'm not rude. I don't stand there like Flo on Mel's Diner, whatever it's called, Alice, and say kiss my grits or anything. We do serve grits, by the way. But, you know, hello, I am your elder. I don't care if I'm serving you. You better listen to me, you little brat. So, anyhow, yeah, and then another table, they were like taking forever to order. As, well, I'm not sure. Well, what should I, And they finally did, and they were really nice, and they, you know, it was just nice. Everybody treated me very well. But that's the story. It's crazy. We don't know what's going on Mondays, but something big must be going down in the resort town of Conneaut Lake. Look. This weekend's my class reunion. I'll probably do videos. I'm going to be on the Barbara J on... Why can't I do this right? On Friday night. There we go. I'm going to work at the boutique on Friday. Get off work a little bit early. Because I know if I close at 5, people will come in at 5 minutes till and want to try on everything. So I asked Kathy and she said, sure. Like probably quarter till or 4:30 or something like that. And then go board the Barbara J. That's the part that Joel is attending. I'm almost positive. And Lacey said that she would take care of the animals down here. I'll make it easy. They can just, you know, by that point they might be able to be out in the pasture. The bigger pasture, which I don't know if I told you this. The other day, Perpetual came down to take care of them at night. I forget why. And I couldn't for whatever reason. And Haw, yes, our delightful Haw, the larger of the two donkeys right here, was in the larger pasture. He got out of this one along the road where I was doing fence repair the night before, so evidently I didn't do too swell. Now he found another area. And then he went out to the road and came in back into the larger pasture. And it's really funny listening to how Joel explaining how he lured him in and everything. Because Haw, if you remember, I'm coming behind you, Stanley, is our remedial student. He's not really super good to lead. But, you know, they made her down. It was just crazy. So, okay, I'm going to sign off here and go home. I have stuffed peppers in the crock pot for Perpetch. I just thought I'd drop in, tell you about life, film these delightful creatures, and do like almost a 9-minute video over the whole thing. So I'm over and out here on Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I'm on the ground. Please drop your political identities. Let's focus on issues. Leave labels at the door. Research before you judge. Before you judge. And remember, war is a racket. Don't take my word for it. Check out General Smedley Butler and what he had to say. Okay. Live for you. Bye. Leave a comment, would you?